Radio. This
California grow, yeah. California grow. Me and the boys doing all we know. Yeah, there's nothing quite like this place that I call home. California grow, yeah. California grow.
Welcome to another edition of Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts, the
radio version.
I'm John Cassidy, along with Chuck Smith and Bob Fischetti. Bob, everything Tower Media Empire, 93Q Radio, 93Q YouTube TV, right?
Yep.
Did I get it right?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. This show goes on TV right now.
Right now, we're live on TV.
Yeah.
And what's the channel again?
93Q TV on YouTube.
How do I look?
Well, I'll let Chuck answer that.
I'm not looking. That's
Like I'm worried.
I'm not looking.
Like it matters.
Yeah.
Like it actually matters. Gentlemen, it's good to see you. Chuck, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
And I see Linda Plummer hanging out on the couch. She's probably relaxing and
I was telling Bob.
enjoying life.
How.
This is Shankly. You must center that.
Somebody jumped right through the phone line.
I was telling Bob that for a while there I was known as Mr. Plummer.
You're still known as Mr. Plummer, Chuck.
Well, I mean,
Let's be real. Yeah. Let's be real. That is one talented lady. Everything else good with you, Chuck?
yeah. I wanted to mention that in addition to being the author of Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts, the curator of the online museum of many other things.
Oh, that's right.
You
I
can
forgot
find
about
it on
that.
Facebook. I haven't. When I did the
Curator of the
editorship,
Museum of
many other things.
Many Other Things. I'm going to have to go on there and look at that.
I stole that actually title from an utterance from Councilman Gilchrist, Stuart, and
Mr. Creative.
Well, we were talking one day about there's so much history, but when somebody curates a museum, they have to pick.
Yeah,
And so what happens to the other stuff?
Good, that's good.
Well,
Right.
He goes, well, you put it in the museum and many other things.
Why didn't you
And
call it the Rough Notes and Casual Museum?
Rough Notes and Casual.
Well, I mean,
all
just-
that, yeah. But I did want to direct people's attention
Because
to there.
it's putting
So
a
can they go
sign
on? Can we
over
go on
its
there
door.
now and look at it?
Sure.
And it's on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, well, during the show, I'm going to peek at it.
Okay.
And we might bring up a historic subject. Speaking of historic, Kurt Baird on the board once again. 93Q regalia, hat, shirt, everything. You're rolling.
Yeah,
How you doing,
he's-
Kurt?
I'm a walking billboard today.
Yes, you are.
All 93 kids.
And I saw your post on Facebook of the youngsters learning the bagpipes.
Oh, yeah. That's probably over in Scotland. But
Scotland.
I was about that age when I started.
Scotland, a couple of gals and a guy. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and they're playing in harmony.
Yeah,
which
that was
is,
amazing.
That's tough. That's tough.
You play in harmony by yourself, though. It's
I can't play in harmony by myself. That'd be a little tough.
It's kind of tough. Bob, that's kind of Bob. You're the musician, so that's really not. That doesn't work that way, right?
I've been in a lot of bands. I've played with a lot of different musicians. I have never played with a bagpiper, so
Always the first time.
might have to try that
Oh.
and see what we can come up with.
Always the first time.
That's right.
Well, is it? I mean, you can't harmonize because you're such individuals and you're just going to do your own thing, or?
Well, I can't harmonize with myself.
No.
only
I'm
got one
talking about
bagpipe.
with
I
another
can only play one
bagpiper. I'm talking about
bagpipe
with
at a
another
time.
bagpiper. You said bagpipers can't play in harmony.
I can. Oh, bagpipers play in harmony all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
They better, because otherwise it's even crazy.
Otherwise, if somebody's playing something weird.
I'm careful. Very careful. I love the pipes. And yes, this is Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts, the radio version.
Hey, the logo looks really good on TV.
It does. It looks really good. That was
Amazing.
outstanding.
Yeah.
That is courtesy of Ashton Imagery.
Yeah.
They do all kinds of stuff.
I know
for
they
me.
can't do anything about the way we look,
Way
but
we
the logo
look.
looks really,
Well, I was hoping
really
for some,
good.
a makeup artist now, and
Yeah.
We'd have to ask more money if.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that.
Kurt wants a pay raise if he's going to make us look good.
Yeah, and if you could send the Gulfstream over to Yuba City and fly it over to Yuba County for me, that'd be great. We could get all that done. How are you doing, Bob, this week? All good?
Yeah, this is good because today I love when this show's on because it's hump day.
Yeah.
That means I'm halfway through the week.
Yeah, it's
and I
awesome.
can go home, sit on the deck, and watch the hummingbirds.
So what have you halfway accomplished this week?
Not much. I'm working on it.
So I was down yesterday lobbying with a team of folks from Yuba College, some trustees and some execs, and Chancellor Pan, and we were down there trying to make Yuba College better because we're trying to hunt down money to improve some things out there, which is never easy to find. If you have any and you know where we can get it, let me know. I saw a flag posted up, and it kind of hit on me. It was inside the Capitol, and it was $250, but underneath it was $175. So
Was
the
it a
country's going to
discount?
be $250, and California is going to have its 175th birthday.
Oh.
So I never put the two and two together, and it's the first time I've seen it presented in that way. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really did not realize that California was 175 years old this year, but
It's only
good to
100
know.
years older than me.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah, after you were done with your stint in the Civil War, you came out of it just fine. Bob,
You know,
yeah.
did you
my difficulty was I'm such a unity and loving guy. I couldn't decide whether to wear gray or blue. It was a difficult time for me.
For a lot of families. Yes, go ahead, Chuck. Sorry.
Did you see how the visiting monarch from Britain talked about the time
He was-
America's?
Both those speeches, the president's and Charles's, were the two best back-to-back speeches, especially when you in the context of history. Oh my word, they were phenomenal.
He said, "This is much better than the Tea Party."
Yeah.
It's like,
No,
great lines.
what I
Go ahead, Chuck.
wanted to reference was how he talked about length of time as an established country.
Yes.
You know, because we're celebrating 250
Which
years.
is a blip.
And he goes, as he said, or what we call it in England, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I didn't realize. I always saw pictures of Charles, but never really heard him talk, right? Like that. It was awesome to hear him do a speech. It was very clever.
Considering how our
His delivery was amazing.
well, considering how our two countries began or ended
Yeah.
in one respect and began another, a little bit of a rough start there in that old revolutionary period, that 7-year period, but how it's come full circle, and but just to hear the way that both, obviously King Charles and President Trump presented the historicals and kind of wound some pretty cute lines in there. I thought it was really, really well done.
Yeah, my wife brought up, Patty caught when they said they actually write letters back and forth.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty amazing because we don't always get to hear the backdrop of things.
Yeah.
And knowing that they do that, I thought was pretty cool. The other thing was I like it. They had the redcoats doing the march, right?
Yeah.
And it's like the redcoats are coming.
Yeah.
It's like that was.
There was a lot of pomp and
Oh,
circumstance,
my
and then the
gosh.
whole white tie thing. I heard that
Yeah.
on the radio when I was driving around, and I go, white tie dinner. I thought it was black tie dinner, but no. When there's royals involved, it's
Yep.
a white tie dinner.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I guess you could double. It doubles as a napkin, or I don't know if I don't want to spill stuff on the
I
on the
was
white
going
tie.
to say, that sounds dangerous
It does to me, too.
I'm like, whoa.
It does to me.
I mean, I got to lean way over for soup and stuff. Next thing you know, the tie is going into the soup.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
one
yeah.
friend that attended that thing, and they said it was the most difficult, or he said it was the most difficult ticket he's ever seen in D.C. People were clamoring trying to get invited to that, and they, I guess, expanded it. You saw the main room, but
Yeah.
I guess it was expanded all throughout the White House. So I'm sure Charles and President and other dignitaries just kind of strolled through there. We didn't see that, but
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought, I mean, Charles started out with, "We don't speak the same language."
Yeah,
right?
that's good.
It's a
That's a good
different
line.
English. And
Yeah.
so it was all
It's
these.
true.
It was all these little lines, right, that were just really great, but they defined the relationship over the years.
Yeah.
Years and
Decades,
and, yeah, and it just I love that Trump said that his mom had a crush on him.
Yeah.
It was like this is like really personal stuff here,
Yeah.
right? But so it gave it that that air of this is important, right? This is like a professional thing, but we're real people. I love that kind
Yeah, well,
of thing that they do that. So it was very real.
State visits are interesting animals. That was pretty cool. But it was I did the cattle call thing. You see, actually, our folks we had our own day there as far as Yuba College doing some lobbying on behalf of the Yuba College campus up here, and meeting with legislators. We met with Assemblyman Gallagher, Assemblyman Mike Fong, Senator Cabalden from West Sacramento. We met with Megan Dolly from the North State, our senator up there, and several other folks and the budget folks. And it's an interesting process how the sausage is all made.
Yeah.
And it's laborious, and it's not always logical, and things are decided upon for reasons that sometimes don't have anything to do with what's really going on, but what people want to make go on. And you have to tell your story and present
Hope
your
for the
case
best.
and hope for the best. But it's it may be a laborious and kind of an ugly way to make sausage, but you know what? It's the best the world has to offer when it comes to governance. I think it's interesting, though. And I'll tell you what, it was a beautiful day down in Sacramento, and the Capitol was buzzing. All that new construction is still, I don't know when that Capitol renovation is supposed to be done, but that's a major, major change down there, down on K
You
Street.
found work on the Capitol grounds itself?
Oh, it's $1 billion of renovations. It's not going to look anywhere near like it used to look. I think the one side kind of has traditional look. The other side looks like a modern.
Are they building a ballroom?
I don't think there's a ballroom, but
They're gonna
it was a dated facility to say the least. But
they're gonna have to redo all their aerial shots.
oh, they're going to redo a lot. It's a big budget item. It's kind of shocking how much it's going to change. So we'll see what happens there.
I did appreciate Charles as well saying that the English helped remodel our capital.
Yeah, right. In 1814.
You know,
Yeah.
that wasn't a remodel.
For those of you, the War of 1812 was an interesting time. Yeah, there were some really cute lines in there.
Clever.
So
right, go ahead.
Thursday night,
Yep.
amazing night at the Hard Rock. Hard Rock live venue, and congrats on Randy Maddox for getting Nate Smith in the building, because it was tough to do. That guy's, he's had, I believe out of his first 20 songs, he's the only artist in country music history that had 3 number ones on Billboard, country music Billboard charts, 3 of his songs. That means Garth Brooks didn't do it, neither did George Strait or anybody else.
Wow.
That's saying a lot, and he put on a show, kind of a coming home show for him. He's from Paradise, and my word, that place was rocking. And Nate was out in the audience, you know, much like Tyler Rich. It really, they like their fans. And but Nate put on an incredible show. In fact, he did. If you like Fleetwood Mac, America, Eagles with a little country twist, go look up Nate's song Sleeve. And that was really his longest song of the night that he did. It incorporates a lot of different elements. It was extraordinary live. And it's a great song if you want to go get it on Apple or Spotify or whatever. But Sleeve, it has a lot of Lindsey Buckingham kind of guitar from Fleetwood Mac days, and some America acoustics, and also some Eagles kind of lyrics and how it rolls. But great, it was the whole concert was great. And by the way, had dinner at Council Oak Steakhouse out there, and I haven't had have you ever had Wagyu steak?
Yes.
Out there.
It's out there. So do you know where that comes from?
No.
There's a young lady within 1.5 miles of the casino, and she's raised Wagyu beef for, I guess, decades. And now it's dedicated Wagyu beef. It's only sold, that particular line of beef is only sold at the Hard Rock. And it was amazing.
When I went out to that event that you invited me to, that was part of that dinner.
So you mean the one I didn't get to eat anything of because I was running around kind of crazy?
I really didn't notice, John. I was too busy eating.
Yeah, I know. The lobster was disappearing as well.
It was like, you know, that's the thing.
But that was the Wagyu burger.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this was Wagyu steak.
Oh.
Which is same thing, just different format, right?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it is.
It was good.
Oh, I would, Council Oak, Wagyu beef, I couldn't recommend it. I mean, it's like butter melting. There's like no fat in it. It's the best steak I've had in my life. And yeah, it was just phenomenal.
Okay, let's get to the point.
Yeah.
Are they going to call it the Wagyu Cassidy steak?
Glad you asked. I should show it here. No, Bob, but I did catch a little grief.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, both Jarrett. So there's Jarrett, the master chef, and Jarrett, who runs all the food and beverage. And they decided to come say hello. And since you brought it up, I want to be clear. I did not bring this up. Bob did, but I'm going to have some fun with this just because I'm not going to take the punch lying down. But yeah, the steak dinner was extraordinary. We had I think we had 10 people, and they put us in the private dining. It was great. A bunch of great folks were there, including Ron Sweeney, the CEO of Sierra Central Credit Union there. Shameless plug. But I was presented by, in fact, Nate Smith came in with his dad, and we had a hug fest because I hadn't seen Nate in a while, and we just had a ball. It was great to catch up. And yeah, he came over into the dining area, and then it was a blast. But this is what the tribe presented me with right there. So I have a permanent steak
It's a
knife.
steak knife.
Yes, so I don't have an item on the menu, but I am in their whatever wall of fame for steak knives, and so every time I go, they pull my steak knife. And I think it's a marketing.
That's a
point.
great idea for a dinner murder mystery.
Yeah, well,
That's the name of the person.
Kurt, can you call my attorney? Something about getting murdered here. I don't need that. But yeah, I guess they have a kind of a wall of fame of steak knives, which I wasn't aware of. But I think. Mark Bertha, the marketing genius out there, along with Ann Pagel and the whole team, Megan McCarthy and Jarrett. I think the idea is, since you have the knife out there, they want you to come more often and spend more money on Wagyu steaks.
Well, no, you're right. No, it's like,
and invite your friends.
right. You're not going to go without a friend now.
Correct.
Because you want to show the
Show 'em
friend.
the knife.
Exactly.
You got your own knife out there.
Yes.
Well, was it the guy in Cheers had his own bar stool? This is probably healthier a little bit. Yeah.
I think it was Cliff.
So I don't have a dish, Bob, but I have a knife. And don't make me mad. Yeah.
No kidding.
Don't make me mad. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah, but they have no clue, right,
Yeah.
as to who stuck it in your back with his name on
Yeah,
it. No clue
yeah,
whatsoever. Yeah.
The Cassidy steak knife.
we
If
go.
you order right now before midnight, you can get 6 steak knives with Cassidy's name on them. Gold-plated.
Local attorney Tony Gallian's always giving me grief on the different items around town that I got named food items, and he saw that on because I shamelessly posted it on Facebook because I record history there, and he texted me, now they're naming knives after you, and I called him and I go, hey Tony, you remember back in the day when you go to Shell and they used to have those yellow plastic handle steak knives? If you filled up with gas, they'd give you one and you could have a whole set. I said, just go over to Shell. You can get your own steak knife, I'm sure, anytime. For all the young folks out there, they don't remember, but they used to give away all sorts of stuff to get you to buy gas. 49er Raider glasses.
They certainly wouldn't remember the Union 76 orange balls that you stuck on the antenna.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Well,
and then green stamps and blue chip stamps, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were down to Santa Barbara, and we had just gotten one of those Union 76 balls on the pickup truck. This was back family trip when I was a kid. And I remember, they were talking about why we got that. Well, so you walk out of the grocery store and you can tell where your car is. We pulled into that. This is at the height.
97,
this is at
right?
the height of that thing because we go into the grocery store. Pop, 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 all these orange balls.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it was a great marketing kit. I don't think they intended it to be that. It was a robust. That lasted for years.
Well, I have one on the HHR. It's not a 76. It was Coca-Cola for something, and somebody gave it to me.
And as kids, we would collect those and put them on our pencils in school.
I remember.
Linda had a Goofy on hers. And wants to know where she could put it on the Prius.
We're old, you know that. We're old.
There's no.
I need to make 93Q ones.
We're just old. There you go.
There's
There's your
nothing
deal.
to stick them on anymore. They don't have the antennas that stick up like that.
That's right.
Unless you got.
I don't know what to tell you, Bob. You're going to have to fix
All
that.
right, you can order a 93Q set of 6 steak knives. They're not as good as John Cassidy's, but they come with a monogram napkin.
Just a parody, folks. Just a parody, not true.
Yes. Thank you for that disclaimer.
By the way, who sponsors this mess?
Who does sponsor the show? I'm heading over there right now. I got 2 meetings there.
The Brick Coffee House and Cafe.
Open at 6:30 every day.
Yep, and then also Cassidy and Associates, which, if I understand the whole story correctly, If you are a Cassidy Associates, you also can become a member of the Secret Witness program. It comes with the associate, and you get a steak knife. Life's good.
Unbelievable. Just don't have the steak knives around any Secret Service agents. That's not going to work. That's not going to end well. Hey,
You need 5 more restaurants.
Yeah, there you go. Speaking of steaks, Silver Dollar, Chuck, legendary bar, restaurant, steakhouse. They're going to close, and there's going to become a catering hall, is what I understand. Is that correct?
That's what
At the end of
been
B Street
hearing
right
for
now.
a while, and I see the Appeal has a story about that.
Yeah, I think it's closing soon, so you want to get down there and have a steak and have a beer or soda, whatever you want, and get in there and say hello. And great family business. Restaurant business is tough these days.
Yep.
I remember when the Nicoletti family converted the old Guadalajara into the Silver Dollar.
That's correct.
Wow.
A lot of work they put into that, yeah.
That would have been
it
what,
was called
early
the
70s?
Guadalajara
Chuck?
before that?
Huh?
Well, yeah, Juan Corona and his brother owned it at one time,
Well,
or leased it.
his brother operated the Guadalajara, yeah.
Yeah.
So initially, is that who built it? Was that?
Oh,
I
no,
think it
no,
was-
no,
no, it had a
That
lot of history.
location was W.T. Ellis.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a room upstairs that was pretty busy, too.
Well,
A
I
couple
heard
of
about
rooms.
that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't always a restaurant then, is my point.
No, but
got it.
was that in the early 70s when Bob and Nicoletti family and John, his son, did all that? Okay.
Yeah. Well, they had the Beehive, then they had
Yeah.
Silver Dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was legendary. Yep, and hopefully there's some more future stuff.
We actually shot a music video there of a country song that I wrote, and Yuba College.
Oh, I
actually
remember that.
produced
Yeah,
it.
that's great. Yeah.
Giddy up.
Yes, I remember. Oh yeah. It's great.
Yeah. The chorus was like giddy up, giddy up, and giddy out.
Yeah, it was great.
But yeah,
You did a good job of that.
well,
that was really good.
It was.
Can we go on Spotify or Apple Music? And
No,
find
you can
it?
see it on YouTube.
That's right.
Maggie Capitano, who is an amazing, by
Oh.
the way, insurance agent.
Well, she's a great
musician.
insurance agent. She's even a better fiddler.
Fiddle
Yeah.
player.
Oh, man,
She's
she
She
plays
could
a
sing,
great
and
fiddle
she
player.
plays fiddle on it, and no, that was a lot
That's
of fun.
awesome. Yeah.
But yeah,
How
Silver
long
Dollar.
ago?
1990.
God, we're getting old. We're getting old. We're
93,
We're getting
93,
old.
something like that.
We're getting old. Speaking of old, picture in the paper here. That was Yuba City High School,
Oh, wow, yeah.
1960 to 70, and that was over at Gaucher. I didn't know that was there.
That location, yeah.
Yeah, incredible. That was in the appeal this week.
That's
An
Gaucher,
old
by
time.
the way.
Gaucher?
Gaucher.
Okay. Well, you call it Gaucher. I'll call it Gaucher.
I know, but
It is Gaucher.
Tomato. What is
well,
this?
I mean, I was saying that the guy's name was Gaucher.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing.
I know we're not going to change that because it's in the mindset as Gaucher, but it is Gaucher.
I think you're right. I think everybody calls it Gaucher. I think you're right.
Pretty much.
It's kind of got which I think happens.
That's the difference between English and English.
Somebody, I think it's French. But so it's like different things will happen, and once you call it that, you're stuck with it. It's like I have friends that they when they got married they changed their name because they got married, and yet in my phone it'll be years before it doesn't have their old last name in there. You're just used to it.
It's crazy.
Well,
Hey,
you can always tell an out-of-towner when they call it Gauche Park.
got it.
Yeah, I've
Good
heard
call.
that before. And we'd have to correct them.
Almonds.
Resent. I mean,
Yeah, all that. Yeah, we should have a whole show on dialect, words.
Oh no, I'm not
English,
competing with
non-English.
Chuck.
So
Chuck's an
no, I'm not
editor.
competing with
He
Chuck
knows
either.
that stuff.
I'll lose. So I want to mention I got to MC for the 26th year. It's hard to believe we started that in 1999. In fact, Daryl Bo Tipton. We put in 21 the first year in 99. We put 21 folks in. College is 99 years old this year. Put 21 people in it that first year, including Lon Simmons, the famous Giants, 49ers, A's broadcaster.
was that because you were afraid you couldn't do it for a second year?
Something like
Add
that.
these people later.
You never know how these things are going to go, right? 26 years later now. So Bo Tipton was there. He was the only person from that original class who was in attendance, who was a great football player at Yuba College in the mid-early 70s. He came with Tib Belza, who we've dedicated a show to in the past. Tib's in that Hall of Fame as well as John Belza. A pretty incredible group. Anyway, I want to mention that Lindsay Odom Sizemore for softball went in. Mauricio Rutledge, who went on to have an incredible career at UNLV as a basketball player. Demetrius Young also went and played at Stony Brook, back East Division I. Five members left that 2005-2007 group of players in the Yuba College basketball team. All 5 starters got Division I scholarships. Never happened before in Northern California for a JC team. That was an incredible team. And then Thea Post, the incredible volleyball coach there for many, many years, followed her mother, Carol Jean Bordson. The 2001 volleyball team, the all-time winningest volleyball team and most decorated volleyball team with state and national awards. 2001 volleyball team went in the Hall of Fame as well. It was absolutely outstanding, a really fun night. Everybody was rocking and rolling and having a good time. And Eric Burns, the athletic director, did a great job. And it was a full house at the gym. And stay tuned for the 27th year. So if you know, and I wanted to mention, if you know folks that deserve to be considered to be in the Hall of Fame at Yuba College, the Athletic Hall of Fame, and it's an incredible group of folks that are already in there, almost 200.
I was just looking at my Yuba College grades. I came across this. Some paper, sorting a bunch of paper.
Yeah.
You do that when you're retired. I guess.
Yeah.
And I got pretty good grades in intramural, like volleyball, and played a little basketball.
Intramurals at Yuba.
Softball. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what the criteria is.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you go ahead and email that information to whoever, and then we'll follow up.
Played a little over the line out there.
We'll follow all that up. Yeah. That'll be good. I think we can figure that out. What do you think, Bob?
Well, I think that
I wrote a sports story.
You get all these leagues, right? All the so when people get older, they'll like play softball or whatever. So the other day we had somebody in there and they were talking about a fundraiser, and I said, I got it. You start adult dodgeball.
It is. It's already out.
I mean, come on.
They do it already.
Do they?
Oh, yes.
Dodgeball.
Kickball and dodgeball.
Wow.
I mean, everybody thought pickleball was the big deal. Well, let me tell you, kickball and dodgeball adult, it's big.
Smoking.
I think with that ABS system, I'm going to get back to that, where you could have a contest on strikes. You keep throwing until you throw a ball, and then you're out. The last one standing is the winner.
All right, these guys, you don't want to make them mad. Sutter High varsity and JV shotgun teams won a huge CYSSA event. That program's unbelievable. I mean, the Sutter High School shooting program, both rifle and shotgun, have been amazing forever.
They have a lot of committed coaches.
Oh,
a lot
my
of committed
word.
adults.
Which I think has a lot to do with it. It's not just the skill set for anybody to
right.
I did weapons when I was in the military, and there are people that I swear, if I was in a firefight, I don't want them there. They'd shoot me, right? Yeah. Because not everybody gets it.
Oh, no.
But when you have a really good trainer, I was very fortunate. The range supervisor, just kind of took me aside and said, do this. And it is that skill set, not the kid skill set, but that coaching skill set.
Absolutely.
That they know what they're doing, and they get great kids out there.
Oh.
The kids actually follow that, and then their natural abilities come out with that skill set of being trained. I just think they're unstoppable. I think both those teams they're going to constantly be getting scholarships out of there.
Speaking of unstoppable, you might want to look up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're listening to KETQ 93.3 FM, Yuba City.
Well, Yuba City, Sutter County, Yuba Sutter, the whole region here lost a couple of really good people this last week. I want to mention Cliff Peterson's been around a long time. Past Rotarian of the Year. Did a lot. He was an incredible insurance business that he ran. Great community guy. Went to Chico State, and Cliff was a wonderful person and
engaged in the community.
He was.
Yes, yeah.
He was. Yeah, great guy. Our thoughts and prayers and wishes with his family. Another bigger than life character who actually my father-in-law taught in high school.
Wow.
Is Larry Munger. He was 24 years on the Board of Supervisors, if I'm not mistaken, in Sutter County, and one of the really good people in the community. Munger's Market, famous market in Sutter for decades, and Munger's winery now. And in fact, one of Larry's best friends is Dusty Baker, the former Giants manager and Hall of Famer. They were really close. Dusty came up here and hunted a lot. I had a nice talk with Dusty about Larry right after Larry passed, and that's going to be a big celebration of life. Let me tell you.
He, yes, he was. First off, everybody who runs for local office, anybody who gets elected, they got their heart in the right place.
Yes.
Larry's heart never strayed from the job. I remember a conversation he was having with he wasn't having a conversation. I remember a conversation between two supervisors when I worked at Sutter County, where a new supervisor was a little fascinated to find out there were so many dang committee meetings and more responsibility than just one lousy meeting every other week. And so the other supervisor was explaining to him, oh no, there's this committee, that committee, da-da-da-da. 15 minutes later, Larry Munger calls in from where he's having treatments for cancer. In between radiation and chemotherapy, or vice versa, and he's calling in to let the clerks know he would be at that museum committee meeting tomorrow.
That's what Larry was.
I mean, no, Larry Munger was class.
Yep. That's class, character, soul, you name it. And interestingly, he had the one of the businesses they owned. It was a pheasant hunting, a bird hunting farm out in the Sutter Buttes, and for years. And my father my father-in-law would take him and a couple other guys out when they were in the late 50s, early 60s. And I'll stop banging the table. Thank you, Kurt.
Some handcuffs maybe behind his back.
But the Munger family, I mean, just extraordinary people, salt of the earth as it gets. And dedicated to Yuba Sutter, like Chuck said. It couldn't have been said better.
And, youth sports out there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was, when I met him, when I started to work for the county, he was still doing the chain gang at the football games. And, yeah.
Yeah, he would do it all. Just a grounded human being that, if you want to follow the life of somebody who could inspire you, you want a beacon, that's one guy you could follow and you'd learn a lot. And you'd be well received by your community. That guy did so much. And he's going to be missed. Celebration of Life's on May 8th and funeral's on May 8th. And I think if you want to donate in his honor, it's the Sutter Foundation. Let me see here. In lieu of flowers, Sutter Yuba Community Foundation. And Larry was also a Vietnam vet. He was in the Air Force during Vietnam. So, quite a life. We're going to miss Larry. I would say we dedicate this show to Larry's memory just because that was one class act, as Chuck pointed out. So,
I mean, he was just genuinely interested in everybody as a human being. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Where you came from, who you were.
Nope.
Whenever somebody's in public office and they pass, we always want to look at, what did they accomplish in that office? But with guys like this, you want to know, what did they accomplish way beyond the office?
Correct.
Way beyond the office.
Correct.
And that's the difference between, to me, somebody that has a heart for, like you said, he had a heart for the community, for the county, and it's like we don't always get that.
Right.
We don't always get to know the behind the scenes. But when you have somebody that's active and you see them everywhere and it's not a photo op, they're there doing something, man, you just know. You had kind of a privileged position being with the county. You got to see those guys all the time. For I don't know how many years
Well,
you
there
worked
were
there.
my office. There were 5 supervisors in my office, in the hallway, and I had to walk all the way past every door to, come and go. So they always knew when I came. And
Some you'd ignore, and Larry you'd stop and talk to. Larry was one of the ones that I can truly say in this community, an elected official who never went just through the motions. This guy
That's it.
did his homework, and he made a difference.
And he didn't seek the camera.
No, never. No, just an absolute salt of the earth class act, Larry Munger. So we're going to dedicate Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts this edition to Larry's memory. Just an absolute class act, and our best wishes to his large family, nephews, nieces, cousins, grandkids, son John.
The experiences those kids and grandkids had with Larry, and that just Very enthusiastic outdoor family.
Yeah, I don't know if there'll be enough time to do the celebration of life for Larry. There's so much to celebrate. So, yeah, that'll be a very celebratory afternoon.
They're going to have to do the Larry Munger weekend.
Maybe so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that it's a chance. I know that people laugh at the idea of a wake, right? Why would you do
I
that?
don't.
But it's
I'm Irish.
like
I don't know. I know exactly what a wake is.
It's like you're supposed to be celebrating that person.
That's right.
And you're celebrating the life they had here, and and so I don't know. And I've done a lot of funerals. I've done a lot of celebrations of life. And I'm always amazed when we get the people that are willing to unfold the person's life.
Right.
And then I love this. The family will be sitting there, and somebody who worked with them or knew them totally different than the family knowing that person will relate a story between them. And then the family just goes, I didn't know that. You can see them looking at each other, right? Just great stuff when somebody's been involved. This guy's been involved everywhere. So.
Yeah, the stories will be flowing for sure.
Yeah.
As will the good Munger wine from the Munger family winery out there.
That created the wake right there.
Yes. Anything else you guys want to add for this week's edition of the Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts?
Radio version.
Yep.
Anything else going on? Coming up?
Just want to mention that Freebirds baseball coming up.
It's great.
That's on I believe it's the 19th is their first game against.
I got my tickets
against the
front
Long
row.
Beach Coast, and I went out and did a video. You can see the video on 93Q TV on YouTube.
I saw it. It's great.
And just so that people know the changes that are happening there, but also
Did you get hit by a baseball?
my car did.
Again?
No, not this time. My car did. And it was like, I have to tell you, honestly, I almost didn't call my insurance company because everything in me thought, they're not going to cover that. Why would they cover that? That's not an accident. I called them and they said, yep, no problem. Next thing I know, I had it in the
There you
shop
go.
and got it fixed. But they're trying to remedy that. Anyway, I just want to mention that's coming up. 93Q, we have a sports program that Todd Coonan does on the
Saturdays.
weekend.
It's phenomenal.
On Saturdays, and Todd Coonan has been doing announcing out there at Bryant Field for 9 years.
Long time.
All different teams, just great. It's
And he's
baseball.
world class. He's world class.
And we'll be broadcasting them live, and we're working a deal right now to find out with 93Q TV, can we broadcast the games? If we find out that,
Stay tuned.
because and if we find it out, we'll let you know, folks, so you can go out and watch the game, and you can watch it at home.
Stay
on TV.
tuned. Love it.
There's probably an arrangement that can be made. There's probably a cost.
There probably
So then you need a
is.
sponsor.
Yeah,
And I
probably
want to, since we're on the baseball subject, because Chuck harassed me when I walked in, I did throw out a legal first pitch of a scheduled college baseball game.
It got rained out.
It was rained out after the first pitch.
It was raining when you threw it.
It was raining pretty hard.
No, it wasn't. And then you threw the ball so high.
I don't know if you could
It
say
was so high, you hit the clouds.
I don't know if you could say I really
We'll
threw
probably
it.
like to continue this conversation off air.
Apparently, it won the strike, right?
I
It's like-
just don't know if you can say I really threw it. I did have Councilman Buddicavoli as a witness, though, so I will stand on that.
Well, you can get another opportunity. They're going to be looking for people to throw a first pitch
Like
out.
you said, I'm not sure you call what I do throw, but okay.
Well, now they got that ABS, so if you can't tell people you threw a strike,
It's
it'll be on
documented.
the big screen.
Yeah, but you
right?
could protest your own pitch.
But I can challenge it.
Challenge it. There you go.
Just so you can see it again.
Yes. All right,
yeah.
Chuck, finish up. First of all, the Niners draft. Folks, I think this might be a big year for the Niners draft picks. I think they got it right finally with some pretty cool picks. But Chuck, can you please encourage the Giants not to lose 7-0 again tonight to the Phillies, please?
That was rough because I spent the day making paella for guests.
Well, they spent the day in Philly, and I don't think they were working on their hitting.
I sat down and I watched it in because it was recorded.
Yeah.
And then I watched it really fast, and
Well, that would
it was
explain.
sad.
That would explain why my wife was not in a great mood. Now I know it wasn't me. I feel good
It's
about
usually
that.
you. By the way, nice subtle Hawaiian shirt today. Last
it's a
week you
different,
like
huh?
exploded. That's actually a shirt I might wear. What size is that?
It's
What
a
do you think,
large.
Kurt? Should I think I can probably put that shirt on.
John, I think you'd look good in flowers.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, gentlemen. Thanks. Great seeing you.
Yeah,
Next
you
Wednesday
too.
again. We'll do it again at 9:30. Chuck, good seeing you. Even better seeing Linda. Kurt Baird, thank you for being here. Kurt on the board as always. This is John Cassidy again. This is Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts.
The radio version.
Don't miss
Yep.
the print version every Saturday in the Appeal Democrat. And I want to thank Scott Anderson and the Appeal team for all the good information in the newspaper we use on Rough Notes, the radio version as well. That is going to do it for today. I'm John Cassidy. We will talk again next week at 9:30 on Wednesday morning right here on 93Q. Good job, gentlemen.